years, but a year and a half where we have not been going back and forth.
Okay.
Yeah.
So,
It's part of the journey.
yeah. Hey, this is Christina Feliciano with Feliciano and Friends, and I have my friend Lakisha Young here today. She is the owner of Pazaz Romance, which is a concierge service for weddings, really cool date nights. And what I really love is that when I met her, she talked about really putting Jacksonville on the map. So Jacksonville, I love Jacksonville. I love Ponte Vedra Beach. I think and hope, Lord willing, I will be here and I'll be buried here one day. I really love this city. And she has really seen this city as a place for weddings, for dates, for yachts, for all of these things that other people haven't seen. So I'm really excited to talk to her about her business and her vision for Jacksonville, Florida. Welcome.
Thank you.
So what inspired you to start Pazaz Romance?
Inspired me to start. It actually came from my ex-husband.
Okay.
I learned
One good thing he gave you.
right, and the babies.
And the babies, right? I was going to say, and the babies.
babies. We were very young, so
Yeah.
married at 19 and just growing up together. We was together since I was 14, so yeah, he was not romantic at all. So I learned that a lot of the times it's the ladies, it's the women that is the romantic one. So I was like, you know what? We're the one that read the romance novels, the love stories and the movies. I was like, let me teach men how to give us real life fairy tales.
No, I love that, and it's really cool what you're doing. So, give an example, because a lot of times, or people don't really know what you do. So, here in Jacksonville, what is like a date night, or what's a romantic thing that you could do? And let's just talk about for just an everyday couple. So, like a couple that maybe just watching this, that's like, oh, I'm not wanting something special for my girl. Now, let's talk. We're gonna get to weddings and engagements. So, just like an everyday, what do you offer
for a date night? So we customize all of our date nights. What we did to make it easier for Jacksonville was created some packages, at least for a base, just to get started.
Yes.
But what that typically looked like one of our most popular services is our beachfront dinners.
Yeah, that's really cool. And we'll make sure we'll have a little clip of a picture of it. But
yeah.
go on.
So that is our most popular date night package. But what our couples love doing, because we, again, customize every experience.
Yeah.
So we do either the horseback riding before dinner, or they do a sunset sailboat ride. So it can be customized in any way. And our concierge team, they get to know the clients.
Yeah. And how long does it take? So let's say somebody's like watching this and they're like, I want to get it done. How long, or how much in advance does someone need to book out?
We ask at least 48 hours, but typically at least a week.
Okay.
Yeah. Just to
make sure everything is
yeah, because listen, last minute is a lot more work.
Yes.
So a lot more, but.
And so to go back, what are all the services that you offer?
All the services. So we do date night planning. And just to back up a little bit, as a romance concierge, we are full service. So what that means, it's event planning and travel planning.
Okay.
Yeah. So it's two different industries married together, although we're part of the hospitality sector as well.
Okay.
So that's your date night planning. It's your romantic getaways. It's your marriage proposals, destination weddings, and local weddings. Okay. So when you think romance, you think of us.
Awesome. No, I love that. So, what is your most spectacular wedding that you've ever done that you can think of?
It's tough. So we did just have a marriage proposal that was done in a skating rink.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, so we shut the skating rink down.
So what was the couple's background to want to do a marriage proposal like that?
Because she loves skating. She loves skating so much she owns her own pair of skates. So it was just the most perfect experience for her. So it was tailored just for her. I don't know. I did used to love doing rooftops on the castle in Georgia.
Yeah.
Yeah, all of them. They're like, it's like fantasy land come to life for me. So all of them are my favorite.
And do you also help plan the weddings out?
Yes. So we do full service wedding planning.
Okay, so you do that as well.
Yes.
So that's a lot. And where are the destinations that you usually would recommend to go to? So someone's calling and they're like, I want to do a destination wedding. What are places that you recommend as far as just not just, because I know there is not just how it looks, but places as far as traveling easily, good for,
Easily.
yeah.
Now, when you say the word easily, that's the Caribbeans.
Okay.
Because
That's
it's
what I was
a
gonna
two or 3 hour flight. It's like literally down the street.
Yes.
So, but we do kind of make sure we're recommending based upon the client. So it's their preferences, what they're looking for, the type of experience they want to have, and then that's how we make the recommendation.
Okay, and then I know that you've done some things in Bali. Tell us about that.
So Bali, we actually have a retreat that we built out for Bali.
I want to do a yoga retreat with you.
Yes, we
will next year.
So we created Bali Love.
Yeah.
And what Bali Love is, that is a couples retreat. So it's very, very intimate. So we have our partnerships out there with a village. So it's a private village that has private villas for each couple.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so we have a yacht out there that does the whole Balinese culture experience.
Wow.
It's a lot of Balinese experience built into it.
So what made you first interested in Bali?
Bali, one, it was definitely, it's the art. The art of the culture appealed to me first. Definitely TikTok, of course, helped all of us.
Yeah.
You know, the
so
trendy
when was the first
stuff.
time? When did you go to Bali?
I went May of 2024.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it was a beautiful experience. Bali reminds you to slow down.
Yeah.
It reminds you to balance life and definitely to have a heart full of gratitude.
I love that.
Yeah.
And then, so for the couples retreat, is it like multiple couples at once, or is it just for?
So the couples retreat, it will be for multiple couples.
Okay.
We try to keep everything that we do very intimate. So even our hosted dinners that we do, we try to max out, again, depending on the experience, at 10 couples. But for Bali Love, it's 5 couples.
Okay.
It's that exclusive.
And then do they have to spend time together? Or do they try to choose to or not?
So each couple would be assigned their own concierge.
Okay.
And we build out the experience based upon their preferences. But there are moments where there are group experiences.
Okay.
Like the welcome dinner.
So back to the couples.
So with the couples, the experience is built out for that particular couple.
Yes.
But there is the group settings. So like your welcome party, things like that. I don't want to give out too much of the experience.
I get it. But like, that's cool.
Yeah, but there is definitely group moments, but a lot of intimate moments are built into it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's cool. So running a business that's based on kind of love, that must be emotional highs and lows. So how do you deal with like the couples? Because I can imagine too, like the stress of wedding planning, or even the stress of maybe a man trying to get his engaged. So what do? You have, I think they have a really calming spirit, but how does that work? How is that, what are the highs and lows like for you? How do you as the business owner help navigate the highs and lows?
Well, my fiance like to call me an adrenaline junkie.
Okay.
So my tolerance and stress level is very high.
Okay.
I'm a Scorpio, so I am an emotional human.
Yeah.
So managing the stress of the workload, I have an amazing team. I do have an amazing team. I have been blessed to duplicate myself.
Yes.
And just having my team to, when those moments, and my fiance, those moments where I'm emotionally down or just exhausted, burned out, they're picking me right back up.
That's good.
Yeah.
So let me back up, because I know, and since I've known you, I guess I've known you like a year or so now, but I've really seen like tremendous growth. So about when I first met you, your business was not at all where it is today. And I know you were going through, just some like emotional lows and stress. And just hardships. So part of what I like to do on the podcast is I sometimes think that people see someone like yourself and they're just like, oh my goodness, and we're gonna get to where you're talking about visit Jacksonville and these different things, and they're like hearing like, oh, she's going to Bali and yachts and all these things, like, and it ends up seeming like unattainable, and we don't talk enough, I don't think, just about like the struggles to get to where you've been. So within reason, whatever you feel like comfortable sharing, talk a little bit about the low and how you got through it to where you are, because I'm really proud of you, and you really have, I know you were going through a hard time, and it's for you to come and be standing where you are now is really cool. I'm really proud of you.
you.
So if you want to share some
Definitely.
tidbits of how you rode the storm to get to here.
Ooh, what a storm it was. So I am a very, very transparent person. So for those who have been following the journey, they've seen all of the ups and downs.
Yeah.
So that's the thing about me. I'm very transparent. So just to even back it up just a little bit, how I got to Jacksonville. I was on a wave of a high.
Yeah.
I was doing celebrity events in Atlanta. I still had my clients in Miami. So going back and forth. While my business was what it felt like, finally, like, oh, we're making it, my mom was dying. And oh my gosh, and I was in denial for a while. I was. I thought she was gonna beat it. She was in heart failure for 6 years, so she survived. So I thought we were good. But wow, the success, like a person like T.I., if you ever see this, I will always appreciate you. He got on the FaceTime with my mom, and he talked to my mom. I'm inside of his mansion doing their party, and he was FaceTiming my mom, telling her she got to get out the hospital and things like that. But anyway, just fast forward. So when she did pass away, I'm her only child. Didn't have time to think about anything, and I just moved into her house. My fiance didn't give me time to think. He just moved everything into her house to take that stress load off of me. And that storm, it was a storm. I was so broken that I shut my business down. And I was like, my heart is too shattered to give love. And it was a dark space. It was very dark. It still has its challenges, but I'm better. I'm good, but getting over that dark cloud, it was hard. So anyway, what I ended up doing was deciding to relaunch. And during this time, I was about to do dual citizenship. So I was supposed to go to Dubai. I made all these amazing partnerships once I was able to dust the ashes off of it. So there was a lot of sacrifice made. There's a lot of tears. Even deciding to do Jacksonville. Oh boy, deciding to do Jacksonville.
We're happy you're here.
Yes, but I need people to understand the real and raw truth.
Yeah.
This was the toughest market to ever break into. From Miami to Atlanta, this was a very tough market. And there were many nights I would do.
Was it tough just because it's such a small town and you like to get in?
No, this is the biggest city.
Well, I didn't know if you mean like it was tough as far as like people just closed doors to you.
It was.
That's
just,
what I mean. Why was it
bookings? It was It was no bookings. The foot traffic, the word of mouth, all of it. It was very closed off.
Okay.
So I had to be very intentional. And when you talk about the transparency of dark places, I was the one with the dramatic tears crying in the shower, having to pick myself up because that was a 2-year sacrifice of no income. And it was still any money that I was making during the time would go right back into the company. So, but all of the partnerships that were made during that time, it took mindset and hard push and not giving up. It was too invested in to turn back. Yeah. And the company I created in 2014, so I knew what to do, but it was just holding on to make this market work.
Yeah, that's like I don't. You ever follow like? I don't love everything that she says, but Mel Robbins, she's the one. So she's got a podcast, and then she's the one that has the big. Her famous thing is. I better make sure it's right when I Google Mel Robbins, but it's like let them theory. So she wrote a book, Let Them Theory. I don't really love the Let Them Theory, but that's separate. But she has this thing that she's talked about when she's been like so like low and depressed that she's just like, there's no way that I've made it this far, that like something extraordinary won't happen if I just keep on going. And like that thing and like that little clip, it's like there's just no way. If like God, and I'm saying God, I don't think she says God, has gotten me this far, that something was extraordinary. And I think that the key when she said was not quitting. Yeah. Because I think that when people see us, or not that we're that, but it's the not quitting. It's the not like no surrender to or defeating but not quitting. So.
And I believe that too. I study a lot of billionaires. So that's who I look up to, is a lot of billionaires. So I study their lifestyle, I study their stories.
Mm-hmm.
It's their stories, when they're transparent, they help me hold on. Like Mark Cuban sleeping on the floor with roommates, you know, things like that, because I've been there too.
Homeless.
Homeless. Yeah. I moved to Georgia and sat in a parking lot at the gas station and just started crying like, what am I doing here? I don't even have nowhere to sleep tonight. Like, what am I doing? Thank God for the Salvation Army. Shout out to you. Stayed one night. I couldn't stay there no more. But anyway.
No, for sure. No,
So, it's their stories that make us hold on. But not quitting.
And that's what And I also, like, listen when people are like, who do you, how do you do it? I listen to, like, a lot of, like, millionaires, and that's what happens is I think that, and when they're honest with their stories, it's like some hard times and some darkness, and it's just to keep on going. And
what I could contribute to, that's probably the wrong word to use, but one of the things I would say about Jacksonville, when you start networking correctly and building relationships, that also help with knowing what's normal. Knowing that other business owners are going through some of the same challenges or have overcome those challenges and helping you to continue to develop. So, and I think the other thing too with businesses, I don't know if it's Jacksonville or all, but I do think, I've only been in business now going on, this January is 4 years, but really like locking in has been like 3 years. But it's almost like an ocean where there's like waves, and if you can and it goes down, but it's like when it's down, if you just know, if you like keep on, riding, it's gonna go up again, and then when it gets up, don't get too, happy, stay humble, because it's gonna go, down. And I think of it as like you eventually, it's at least hopefully going, higher, but for sure. Reading some books, like, I believe it was Donald Trump. Excuse me, but I believe it was one of his books. But anyway, just to see that even billionaires still have their challenges. And there's gonna be those down moments. It's part of it. So it's the next time it go down, how do we prepare?
Well, he has
a slow season.
That Trump talked about when he was like, it was like early 90s, and he's like walking with some girl down the street, and there was like some homeless man, and she made a comment, and he was like, he's got, I don't know, I might not know the number, but it's either like $1 billion or 10 million more than I do, because he was that much in debt. At the time, and
$2 billion.
Is that what it is? 2 billion. So he's like, he's got 2 billion because he's that much in debt, and now, so
I think all business owners eventually, we all, like you said, we got that wave. It's gonna go up and down, up and down. Like how high we can get it so that down don't feel as low.
And I also think too, it's like a hard thing in that. You're talking about the death of your mother and some personal things. I'm transparent about that I've gone through. I also think that helps with entrepreneurship because you've gone through so much worse, or you've been homeless. So you're like, I don't want to go through it again, but I have done it. So if I need to go through it again, like I'll figure it out. Like I don't think,
and that's why we don't have a plan B.
Exactly. I don't. I have no plan B.
No plan B. It's like, listen, and I look at my age, and I'm like, retirement plan. This is the retirement plan.
That's what I think about. And then just like sometimes I'm like, Izzy knows more, but I'm like kind of like when people are like, what are your plans or what's the, and I'm like, because I don't have right now, I don't have retirement, I don't have any, but I'm like, I really trust God, and I'm like, in my mind, like it's gonna, if I can, I 100% believe, almost to the point of like delusion, that as long as I trust and obey Him, if I have good intentions, I try to stay close to Jesus, do the right thing. Obviously, I'm not going to be perfect. That like He's going to continue to open up doors, and it's all going to work out. And like I'm going to financially be successful, and my kids will be, and I just know it. Like I just feel it. Again, with God, if I do,
that's what I believe.
The right,
it's definite. I couldn't do this without God. He's the founder of all things. That is me. Like, so I couldn't do it alone. God is definitely the source, and then He gives, like, every need is, He's there to supply every need. So I truly believe
100%.
Yeah.
So, and that's where I try to, I get, caught up and I get concerned, but when I'm like able to, like, if I slow down, just like He's got it. And then I have to recently to remind myself when things don't go my way, that there might be a better plan, right?
Yeah, and it's definitely, sometimes it's protection, sometimes it's a reason or not the season. So
Yeah, so
I'm a
that's
big
where,
believer of that.
yeah, so like I've had like lawsuits and different things before I got something that, and I'm like, you know what, that God's got a better, however things fall, as long as I'm staying close to Jesus, focused on love, focused on my family, it's gonna work out.
And then I think it's the
Yeah.
universe too. Sometimes we have lessons to learn.
Mm-hmm.
You know, there's teachable moments.
But I'm trying to get better too at like, you know, like not getting repeat lessons.
Oh,
I'm really trying to like learn from my
please
past.
don't test me again. I
Yeah,
got this
exactly.
one.
I'm really trying to get better at like making good decisions and continue to make good decisions where I'm like, I don't need, like I'm just.
I don't want to retake that test.
No, and I feel that, and I'm trying to be like, you know, I've learned, and I don't need to go through this like different, you know, heartaches or mistakes again to do it like.
But the stretching never feels good. You're in yoga, so you know that at the beginning, stretching don't feel good.
Exactly. So, but it's like, you know, but then it's like you go through the hard times, and then it just feels so rewarding. Even like with the Jaguars, you know, like they've always been but just like even with the football team, when they finally, you know, they win, it's like, and then when you get,
it's all worth it.
It's all worth it. Once you get that win, it's worth it. It feels good. Yeah. So let's talk a little bit about the visiting Jackson, what you're doing with Jacksonville.
So with
the city of
Jacksonville. So I became an ambassador.
That's so cool.
Yeah, you need to do it too.
Can I?
Yes, you can.
Oh, I'd love to.
Yes.
How do I do that?
So you're going to go to visit Jacksonville and let them know you want to be a part of their ambassador program.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah, so it's ways that we work together to kind of help with just exposure to Jacksonville itself.
Look at you. You locked me up for 18 months and now I'm like, come to my city. But no other place I'd rather be.
And they're doing amazing things. So it's a really cool program to be a part of.
Okay, no. So tell me a little bit about the program in which you're.
So definitely, I think for me, I love the data that you receive because they give it all to you.
Okay.
So I like to look at numbers. I'm a numbers girl, and that's what keeps me motivated. So I look at how much money this city brings in just for tourism. You got to remember, I'm part of the tourism industry. I'm an agency owner with my company. Yes. So looking at how many people are visiting the city, like actually staying at the hotels here. So it's that part. But then you also know what's going on in the city, how you can contribute to the city.
Oh, I love this. Yeah. I'd love to be part and learn more of this.
And it's fun. And they host good events for us to come network together, to meet other business owners, to see how we can partner up and do events together or just any type of community outreach. No, because I really do love this city. I don't know why I think just too, like I had all three of my kids here. I've been here for 17 years now. Yeah, like so I didn't even know that. So I used to visit Jacksonville in the summers. I've been here 17 years. So yeah, we moved here from Milton to go to law school here, and then I was working initially at Mayo, and then I was commuting, going to UF for my master's, and then we got through that, and then they also the Gainesville campus had like a satellite of Jacksonville, 2 downtowns. So I was going there as well, and then we graduated, and then with the housing market, it was a good time to buy, so we ended up, buying here, and then so then all 3 of our boys were born at Baptist South, and now he's buried here too, so so I'm like, I just feel, and even though like I joke about like the city incarcerating me for 18 months, a lot of the people that I've known for 17 years being here, like it has helped me going through like the bad and the lows, and I would tell people, part of people are like how do they overcome things is I think a lot of times people are like run away. So they go from here to there. And like I think one of my strengths is like not running away and just kind of like sitting in it. So like and what happened too is with all of that, a lot of people that had known me before, after my husband's death, there was so much craziness going on. And we had recently moved to North Dakota. So people didn't really know what was going on. So like they knew me here in Jacksonville. Then she lives in July. He goes there. He dies in December. Now she's back. Like, what's going? So I've been away for only 6 months, but I've been away for 6 months. Then he comes back. Then my kids are removed, and then there's all these whispers. So people, it wasn't they didn't necessarily want to support me. They don't really know what's going on. It wasn't like how with you and me, something happens
the next day the kids are like, everyone would have supported me, but they don't really know what's going on.
Right.
Now, my mental health isn't great because, all of these things are happening, so I'm not really being the greatest necessarily advocate, for myself,
Right.
but it took some time for the dust to settle and people to be like, oh, wait a second, she is the same Christina. We knew when she was here, because I was here 17 years this happened 8. So I had been here for 9 years, then just left for 6 months, and I've been back 8.
Wow.
So, yeah.
I really never knew that.
Yes, I've been here for a minute, and I think just with all my babies, and my babies being born, just all of that, and like the good and the bad is now the business too. The business, not that it's like an uber success, but it's become a success, and
really good.
Well, thank you. And then and even having the support of like River City Live, and having the support of local, kind of people that are known, and all of that is like, I love this city. Yeah. I really do love this city.
I love this city. I think it has this charm to it. It gives me, I call it country city.
That's probably why I love it. That's probably why I love it.
Yeah, because you could go down the street and be at a farm, but then you can come into the inner city.
Yeah.
So I do love Jacksonville. My family, part of my family is from Jacksonville. So
Okay, what part?
I don't know. I'm
Okay.
still learning parts.
Okay.
So that's the thing. And I did used to come here during the summers.
Okay.
So my family, they stay in their bubble.
Yeah.
I didn't know Jacksonville was so massive.
Okay. Yeah, it's the biggest city land area.
Yes.
Why is the continental U.S.?
I didn't know it. I did not know. All I knew was this little bubble of Jacksonville.
Yeah.
So I didn't know it was this nice.
Yeah.
So when my mom moved here, because we were in Miami, so
Yeah.
my mom retired. She wanted to be closer to her mom. Her mom moved from Chicago to here.
Yeah.
So she came up here, and I told my mom, I said, I'm not moving to no Jacksonville. I'm going to Georgia.
No, I mean, I get where people like.
But I didn't give it a chance. So now when I'm finding all these cool little spots, because I used to take my mom everywhere.
sure.
She was like my bestie.
Yeah.
And now I'd be like, dang, Mom, it really is not bad.
Yeah.
It feels so bad. Like I should have gave it a chance.
No, and I get it too, because the downtown right now is kind of dead. So I understand someone goes to the airport, they go to downtown, they don't know where to go, but it's going to get better. And
that's our mission.
Exactly.
Our mission is to
better.
show you everything there is to do.
And I really feel too, like I'm going to start crying, but like for my kids, like I will think that they are going to come back here. And I also have this like heart for this city where I'm like, I want the city to be great for my kids and future grandkids, even if they're not living here, to just be visiting here. And like I really and I want this city to, like, I kind of have like a heart, because I've also seen the city, like when I got here was like not great, then it got a little bit nicer, and then it kind of, so I also feel like I'm kind of like in the city, like I'm riding it out.
No, this
until
city,
like I'm gonna go on the top and the city's gonna go.
This city, it's beautiful.
I love it.
And people just need to get out more. I would definitely say, we have bridges. And we have bridges for a reason.
Right?
They connect us.
Places.
Go on the bridges.
No, that's a great.
Even though Jacksonville did help me get over my phobia of bridges. Because everywhere I go, I got to drive on a bridge. I live on the north side close to the airport. So I literally have to drive over the river no matter where I go.
Yes.
So get out. They just have to get out. So that is my mission, to show you there's things to do with Jacksonville.
No, I'm excited. That's awesome. Yeah. And then I have to go a little bit short today because I got my little yoga Zoom training on Thursdays. No, I'd forgotten about it.
Fun.
Yeah.
Listen, it is so fun.
So to wrap up, the 2 questions that I always ask every single guest, it's the same 2 questions. One is, and we briefly touched on it, but I always talk about, in Psalms, it talks about a man without a vision perishes. Mm-hmm. So I think that, like, people have committed suicide, these different things that don't have a vision in the future. So I think that our visions, as long as it aligns with the goodness of God, that often it's from God. So, and I also believe, there's life and death in this tongue. So what is like a 5-year vision that you have for your future?
5 year.
In the next 5 year.
Next 5 years, we should be halfway to $1 billion. Because we do have a $1 billion projection.
Yeah.
Greg Cardone even confirmed that this is a $1 billion company. But as far as for business, 5 years, we should definitely be a huge team. We have a lot of different plans and goals.
Yeah.
It feel like it'll be forever for me to list out some of those things.
Yeah, but no, that's a positive.
Yeah, and family wise, just making sure that everyone is hitting their personal goals for my family.
Yeah.
Because I have 6 babies, so one is about to be 22, so just keeping all of them on track. It just, for me personally, just traveling the world, finding new experiences, exploring.
Yeah, no, I love that.
Yeah.
And I always tell Izzy knows this, that I had this like dream that like in 5 years from now, we're gonna have this montage of like me asking all my friends, like, what's your 5-year plan? And it's gonna actually have happened. You're gonna have a $500 million bit company. Your kids will all be good, and like, oh yeah. So
it's a real thing.
I'm telling you,
my life is a manifestation.
No.
Everything.
Yeah.
So everyone around me knows whatever I say we're gonna do, we do it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's what we do.
I
That's
feel
how
like,
we live.
yeah. So I'm just like always like, I think that I wasn't like God willing, but I do
God's
believe.
will
Yeah.
is your will.
Yes.
He got you.
And then the final question that I ask everyone is there a quote or like a saying that you live by or that you think is good for people to hear?
Ooh. One that I always encourage my own self is Rick Ross, push it to the limit.
Good.
It is. Push it to the limit because we're unstoppable.
Yeah.
So.
No, that's great.
Yeah. I don't know. I have so many. It just depends on the mood.
I know that's where I am too, because I'm always like,
it depends on the mood.
Yeah. Izzy earlier was like, I was trying to look for like a screenshot quote, and then she's like, you know how to look up screenshots? I'm like, I'm screenshotting quotes all day long. So, well, thank you for coming. Sorry I had to cut it a little short, but it was so good. I believe in you, and I'm really happy that you're here.
Thank you for just even letting me come on your platform.
No, and thank you, and I'm excited for you to be, helping out the city of Jacksonville. We appreciate you.
I just put out magic dust all over the place.
No, it's great.
Thank you.
All right, thank you so much. Thank you for watching. And then at the end, we will drop all the links so you can have an awesome date night or engagement or travel experience.